So some of you are just trying out the elemental sphere and are curious about what's going on in here and what you can expect and what kind of magic is going to unfold here. And so I just wanted to make a quick video to talk a little bit about the vision and also what I'm committed to sharing with each of you over the next 12 or more beyond months in this container, in this portal. And really the way I see the elemental sphere is that it's this magical playground, this laboratory where we get to explore and understand and remember how energy and how the quantum field works. And it's this multi-dimensional learning platform, and it's going to be very dynamic. It's going to have a lot of feedback from you guys about what you need and what you want and what you're desiring. And ultimately, I want it to be a place for growth, for cultivating your own gifts, for practicing these different things and incorporating them and integrating them into your life so they become a way of life, and you're clearing and protecting your energy, and you're keeping your energy healthy and high vibrational, high frequency all of the time. We're going to create the accountability and the support that you need to have that incorporation, have that integration into your life. And this is really what is needed for the collective expansion. You know, this is what's come through for me from Spirit, and really with the feedback and the interactions from the circles, the women's circles that I led in 2020, I really took the feedback, took what worked and what needed improvement and what needed to be taken to the next level, and that is what has been birthed in the elemental sphere. So I see it as a place for energetic support. Again, cultivating your own gifts, abilities, psychic abilities as they grow and evolve. I really want you to have access to anything and everything that you could be needing on this spiritual journey. And there's really nowhere that exists. And so I'm going to do my very best to create that here. And I want a community, a like-minded, gentle, kind, aware community to witness you. And they're on the same journey as you. They're on their own path. They have their own energetic signature, but they are on that same path with you. And we're here to be in it together. You know, no matter what, we're going to get through it together, and we're all going to evolve and ascend together. So I want to talk a little bit about the women's circles models and why that's not where I'm staying. So they're really great for feelings and femininity and that learning to be soft and that learning to soften and that learning to share. And there's amazing people out there doing that. And if women's circles are really more what you're craving and calling in, I have some great referrals for you. But what I'm doing, and I've literally, even with the way that I've upgraded the language from circle to sphere, I'm taking it multidimensional. There's something about circles that are 2D and even just basic 3D here, and I want it to be all encompassing. To all aspects of yourself. And so one of my favorite sections for Elemental Sphere is the quantum self-care, taking care of not just this physical body, not just this 3D, not just 4D or 5D even. We're going to be taking care of the multi-dimensional self. We're going to be healing DNA, healing the bloodline and the timelines that have happened with our ancestors. We're going to be healing our past lives. We're going to be setting up success for the future timelines, for our children, for our children's children, for the collective, for the planet. This is high level work, and this is not for everyone, and that's okay. Additionally, I kind of lost interest in the space of women's circles. There was only so far I could take it, and I wanted to go deeper. I wanted to really speak the language of energy, and I wanted to help others cultivate their energetic gifts as tools for healing, as tools for understanding what's next, as tools for growing their business or their career and their service and their mission on this planet. And right now I am personally focused on my own energetic sovereignty and then rippling that out for those who want to be in my inner circle and who want to be sort of, going toe to toe with me. Another thing I'll say is I don't want to be put on a pedestal as someone who's better or more wise than each of you. Each of you have so much to teach, and each of you has so many gifts, and I am open to the possibility of your gifts being more expansive and more powerful than my own. And that's what's super exciting to me. I am also here to heal and support healers, to support the guides, those who are energetically sensitive, the empaths, and those who know that they must cultivate their gifts right now, that they can't ignore their intuition anymore, that they have psychic abilities, clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, all the clairs, all the taps into the other dimensions, into the guides, into the guardians, to the angels, and they're not really sure how it all works, and they want language, and they want tools, and they want teachers, and I feel called to hold that container, and that is what Elemental Sphere really is. And additionally, I want to help each of you cultivate your presence, the way that you show up in your life, the way that you show up in the world, you show up in your families and your relationships and your communities, because if each of us show up as light, anchored in light, grounded in light, and we're constantly clearing our energy, clearing our bloodlines, clearing our DNA, doing all of this for ourselves, for our families, for our communities, it's going to ripple out. It's going to vibrate out. Other people are going to feel it. Other people are going to be inspired to take action into their own spiritual journey. And that is why I'm here. That is what I'm creating. Additionally, I know that all of you are ready to be seen, and your power is it's coming up to be realized. And that can be a really scary, confusing time. And so I just want you to know that you're not alone, and you're not alone in it, and that I'm here, that there's a community of beautiful healers that are also on their journey in little different spots, and they've got some best practices, they've got tools, and then we're here to support each other, and we're here to support each other as clear channels, without judgment, without telling people what to do, without manipulation, and really helping each other from that pure space, from that clear space. And that's really what I'm cultivating. I just want to briefly tell a story about my own spiritual journey. So I talk about this, but for when I was very young, I spoke to angels, and I received sort of alien intuitive messages, and I didn't know what it all meant. But I connected with two women in New York City when I first started my business, and I went to tea with them. And I remember it was this powerful, amazing moment where I stopped translating the spiritual experience in my mind. And I always say it's like speaking Japanese. I spoke Japanese in my mind, but then I had to translate it out as English. And so I was constantly filtering myself. I was constantly holding back what I knew, the wisdom, the things I was seeing, my visions between the words, my understanding of others psychically. And I started to finally share it. And so if you're experiencing that, like you've been holding yourself back, holding back your wisdom, holding back your intuition, holding back your knowledge, and you're ready to just speak Japanese, just be a spiritual being, be expansively psychic, and share without fear. Share and be weird as you think it is. And this is a safe place to have a new normal and have everything be not so weird and actually quite typical and quite awesome, because everybody's psychic, and that's the container that we're cultivating here in the Elemental Sphere. So if this is resonating with you, make sure you explore all the sections. If you want to join for 3 months, there's a very special price. And if you're ready to commit to a whole year, you can get an amazing bonus quantum session, one-on-one session with me. And I would love so much if a bunch of you made the commitment for the year, because I know what's possible in those 12 months. We can expand space and time for those 12 months to feel like years, and really do some amazing work and have some amazing expansion for you, and have your life be unrecognizable from January to December. And for you to not even recognize yourself because you're so aligned to your true nature, to your truth, to God's source, to your original blueprint, to your love blueprint, and really aligning with that love. So thank you for being here. I humbly offer this to all of you. I am open to so much feedback and any questions you might have. And if you become a member, please make requests. Please tell me more about what you want and you're desiring. And I'm here to create it and or find it in the universe and curate it for each of you. So thank you so much.